Sit down.
Impending, dude.
It's not impending, dude. Hey guys, and welcome to our second potential show. If you want to go see the first one, it's the talk show. But this one is story time with Matthias and Pasha. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to tell one of our stories. And basically that would be it. We have a bunch of different stories to tell you guys. And hopefully you guys laugh out loud because I have some pretty funny stories and she has some pretty funny stories. So without further ado, Faith will go first because mine is probably longer. So Faith, tell us about what story. What is it? You said it was like, I don't know what you said it was, but what was it?
Okay, I'm not going to look at you for this. I'm going to look at the camera because that's professional.
Sure it is.
Okay, so I went to the zoo yesterday, and I was pretty much just hanging around my sister, Hope, because, well, who holds their mommy's hand when they're looking at meerkats.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Scary.
So, I'm walking, and I see this guy. And you know that's going to be the whole plot of the story.
Yes, it is.
So, I'm just kind of like watching this guy, because he seems to be walking at the same pace we're walking, and like, he's just like around here. So, I'm always just, he's wearing this jacket, okay?
It's jacket?
Yes, it's blue and it's white striped.
Oh,
And then he looks like kind of young, so I'm just pointing him out to Hope. Hey, Hope, look at that guy. Look at that guy. Let's go watch.
Oh my gosh, he's so hot. Like,
exactly.
Freaking hot.
Yeah.
Oh my lump.
So I actually dragged her over to the monkey exhibit, and I hate monkeys.
Yes, she has expressed that very well.
I hate them. So I walk over to the monkey exhibit. I'm not even sure which one it was. It was just a species.
It was just a species. Just say monkeys.
Okay.
It was the Korean spider monkey.
That was the new exhibit they were building.
Ah, well,
Yeah.
you know, I thought it was. I thought I heard somewhere that it was already up.
So I'm just staring at the monkeys. I'm staring into their souls. I hate them so much, I just stare at them. And I completely ignore the guy. And I have Hope standing beside me, and she's looking at him. So, you know, and then she just like drags me away.
Uh-huh.
And then she stares me right into the eyes. And you know what she says to me? She turned around, and you know what? He was ugly.
No way!
Yeah, she started making this weird expression like that was his face.
It can't be with a spoon funny, you know.
No, so I had been staring at the monkeys. I didn't even look at the guy's face. I was just looking at his jacket.
So was he as ugly as the monkeys, or were the monkeys cuter?
It was about even. His face looked like their lips.
Oh no way!
Yeah, so I had spent all that time just following this guy.
And he wasn't even cute, you
It
know?
wasn't even worth it.
Well, that's a life tale for a lot of girls, right, Faith? Follow a guy, and he's really ugly.
That happens every single time.
Yeah. You have no idea. This is like the 5th time I've heard a story that ends like this. All right. So is that ever like did something happen? Like did he like check you out? Like yeah, maybe. Yeah. Just get it home.
No. Oh dear, no.
Let's get it home.
Your turn.
Alright, so what I'm going to tell the story about the movie theaters, which she hasn't heard yet, so she'll probably get a good reaction out of it. Alright, so I was at the movie theaters, and I was watching Brave, the Disney princess movie Brave, and I hated the movie. I really did. I did not like Brave. She was one of my least favorite Disney princesses. She was a good character, the story was good, but the only thing I really like about it is they link it to Monsters Incorporated. So anyway, about the movie. So when I go in, I get a ticket. All right. So I get the ticket. I'm almost there. I have a huge bucket of popcorn, you know, and then the giant soda. You know the ones that cost like $8 but are somehow worth it. So you know, Jordan and my sister are the 2 people that will munch off your snacks. I'm not kidding. They will munch off your snacks. Like, you know, you spent like $30 on getting these snacks, and then those like, and they're all conspicuous about it. You ever have that friend that you're at the movie and they're like so conspicuous, like, they'll talk to you, but what they're really after is just the popcorn. They'll like reach over silently, it's like, yeah, Matt, yeah. And then it's like, so I finally say, stop, all right, just stop. I paid $30, I made a huge scene. I do not like spending money at all. I am a cheap person, I really am. It's not one of my finer qualities. But if I spend $30, I'm gonna sit there and it's gonna be all mine, all right? Even my future girlfriend will not get some, all right? I'm not kidding. You think I'm joking, but I'm not. Alright? So, basically, we get in the movie theaters, and then, since I'm one of the taller guys, I have to sit in the very back, because I always do, so I don't want to listen to people complaining. So, we have everything, and then, guess what happens? When you're on an airplane, and there's a few people you want to avoid, the mother with the baby, the little kid that kicks the seat, and, the very, very well-built guy who eats KFC on the plane, which is another story for another time. So, guess which one? It's a trick question, all of them were in the theater. There was a crying baby. There was a little kid who kept kicking like the seat of this old woman. Woman, that's right. It's not a plural bias. Woman. And then there was a very fat guy. He didn't have KFC, but he was one of those people, and I hate these people, that like sneak snacks into the movie theaters. So, just like pulling out, and I swear this guy was about to pull out, a king-size Hershey bar, and then have like, a giant Reese's peanut butter cups that you see at like market, like, for like souvenirs, like big cake-sized cupcakes, and all that good stuff. So it drives me insane because I didn't have anything to eat before this, and my two siblings are eating everything. So I'm starving. So we're watching the movie. The movie's about to start. You see, the previews, blah. So we finally get into the movie. The movie starts. So I was like, at that perfect time, the Disney logo where it goes da 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 at the very end. Guess what the big guy did? I'm not kidding. This guy farted, and this was no fart. This was Mexican buffet fart. Because it smelled so horrible. And then, so what tipped me off was the people went by, the ushers that were supposed to kick these people out for being obnoxious. They did not mind, but once they walked by this guy, their faces of horror, like when you ever see a Five Nights at Freddy's reaction, their faces of horror was, oh, like they were in a gas chamber, and everyone in the whole, theater could smell it. I literally moved to the front seat. I could still smell it, and he was second to last row. Imagine this is a really big theater too. So this guy set a world record somehow. So he finally leaves, and then the old lady, the least likely person, brings out their cell phone in the middle of a movie. Do the one thing that everyone tells you not to do, and starts texting. An old woman starts texting. This is going to be Faith when she's older.
Guilty.
Yeah, she really is. And she's just texting away. So I had spent half this movie just complaining in my mind, why did I see this movie? This movie wasn't even good. These a lot of obnoxious people here. And so we got everything up. So I finally get to the last part of the movie. Since I basically missed half the movie, I have no idea who anyone is. I knew who the princess was, and then I knew who the funny dad was. That was it. So then I look up, and then I was like, oh, that's a nice scene. And then I look down, the bucket's empty. So I wasted $30 for nothing. My cherry Coke, my large one, they've been mooching off too, so they just drink and drink and drink. I got maybe 2 sips out of it. And then finally, I got to the part.
Awkward. They got a ladder.
Cool. So I finally got to the part where spoiler alert by the way, where the mom is naked. So I'm like in my mind complaining about this, and then when I look up, I stop complaining. Like I'm just like blown away because why? Why would you put a naked mother in the movie? Why? And then they don't show anything, but it's implied. So at the end of the movie, I gave the movie like 2 stars. Now I probably should go back and watch it, but I don't want to go into the movie theaters again. I really don't. But I got a trio, so I'm never going back to the movie theaters again. Maybe for a special someone, but that's about it. Alright, till anyway, hey babe, come back here and let's do the outro, and then you can go complain about them.
That's over now.
Yeah! This has been story time with Matt and Pasha. Bye-bye!